Submechanophobia is our worst fear, but also our addiction. These are the scariest submechanophobia props and animatronics out there. But this time, thanks to Minxii Mayhem's suggestion, the theme is mini golf courses. Before we start, I want to know something. If you want part 2 of Lost Media Animatronics, come at your favorite series on this channel. If we reach 100 comments and 1,000 likes, we'll make it happen. I'm counting on you. And don't forget to subscribe. Old Pro Golf, Ocean City's bizarre props. Mewing rocks, cannibals with half their brains out, long yellow Simpson hands coming out of the water. What on earth are we looking at? No, you didn't accidentally take anything weird. You're looking at the mini golf courses of Ocean City, Maryland. Specifically, Old Pro Golf. Shout out to all our Duck Squad from Maryland. At first, it might look like a normal, chill mini golf, but oh my God, this place is amazing and incredibly bizarre. You can see dragons, snakes, all kinds of random creatures. But the truly terrifying part is this Aztec-style temple. From a distance, you see a huge pyramid structure with water pouring down. But when you look at the pond in front of it, you notice these giant yellow hands rising out of the dark water. They're long, stretched out, and look totally wrong. Luckily, the hands are completely still, but imagine if they moved and suddenly came out of the water toward you. On the sides, you can also see those famous Easter Island heads watching everything. This is one of the most submechanophobia heavy scenes in the whole course. But the cool thing is that Old Pro Golf has several different courses with different themes, and we'll see more of them later. And hey, if you have footage or suggestions of something you want us to cover, send me an email at waltanimatronic@gmail.com. Mount Atlanticus Mini Golf, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Since we're already in Myrtle Beach, we have to visit one of the highest rated mini golfs in the area, Mount Atlanticus. This course has a full mythology theme, with waterfalls and mythical creatures like a minotaur. But it also feels like the designers are huge fans of submechanophobia and sea serpents, because they didn't just add one of these creatures, they added 3. The first one is in a lake, just sitting there quietly, watching everyone around it. It looks pretty uncanny, to be honest. The second one is sneakier, hidden inside a waterfall. The way the water moves and you suddenly notice that creepy head inside it, yeah, that gives me chills. And the third one, the worst of all, is in the main pond. It's similar to the first serpent, but this time you can see more body parts sticking out of the water, which makes it look huge. These 3 props together are the perfect submechanophobia trifecta. Shipwreck Golf, Panama City Beach, Florida. These props were abandoned, and today they're still there, slowly rotting away. They're from Shipwreck Golf in Panama City Beach, Florida. It's kind of ironic that it was called Shipwreck, because that's exactly how it ended up. This mini golf had one of the scariest and biggest sea serpent props ever. You could see its huge body half submerged in the water, with a very weird design. And if that wasn't enough, in another part of the course, they had another sea serpent prop in a different pose, this time with just the neck and head sticking out of the surface. One of the most remembered props was this shark too. Over time, the mini golf lost visitors and eventually closed. Now it's abandoned. The shark looks terrifying, the sea serpents are in horrible shape, and everything is surrounded by dark, stagnant water. There's nothing more unsettling than half-sunken props and dead water. Jurassic Golf Course, Ocean City. Imagine you go to play mini golf, and suddenly you see a half-submerged dinosaur spraying red water that looks like blood. Well, that can actually happen at one of the Old Pro Golf courses. Remember I told you we were coming back here? This one is dinosaur-themed, with volcanoes and everything. But the true star of the nightmare is this semi-submerged dinosaur that looks like it's jumping straight out to attack you. The scariest part is its huge open mouth, pouring water like a waterfall. And sometimes they even add red dye to the water to make it look like blood. As if it wasn't creepy enough already. So tell me, do you think it looks scarier with the red dye or without it? Romford, UK, Moby Dick Mini Golf. This is probably the scariest thing you're going to see today, I promise. Now we're heading to the UK, specifically Romford. Shout out to all my UK ducks. Hiding in this town is a mini golf course with something truly terrifying. A giant Moby Dick whale as one of the holes. The course is called Moby Golf. It has 18 holes and it's part of Golf Kingdom. Over the years, the whale has had different paint jobs. But in my opinion, the absolute worst version is when it's painted white, just like the original Moby Dick. The sculpture is massive. A lot of players love taking photos with this giant sea creature. But let me ask you, would you take a picture with it? Jurassic Putt Mini Golf! And now we're heading to North Carolina. Shout out to all my North Carolina ducks! In the Outer Banks, you'll find Jurassic Putt Mini Golf. At first, everything looks pretty normal. Fiberglass dinosaur statues, some of them a little uncanny, like this one that looks half buried, as if it's either coming out of the ground or being buried alive. My guess is that it used to be part of a water feature, because that's exactly what it looks like. But this mini golf has something way more unsettling. Inside a pond with a waterfall, there's a huge sea serpent. Actually, it's split into two parts, or maybe it's better to say it's two intimidating sea serpents. They're made of fiberglass with this weird cardboard-like texture that somehow makes them even creepier. And the waterfall doesn't help at all. It creates tons of bubbles, so the dirty water is always moving, never calm, never still. I named them Brutus and Ferdinand, obviously. Brutus looks like he's really into mewing. Just look at that jawline. These two serpents honestly gave me chills. Next, 21st Street Mini Golf. This is probably the smallest golf course on the list. Also in Ocean City, you'll find one of the newest mini golf courses, Nick's 21st Street Mini Golf. It's a small 18-hole course, and it also has a little rope course. The theme, like so many mini golfs, is Jurassic. Why do mini golf courses always have dinosaurs? I'm not complaining, but it's kind of funny at this point. And of course, like many of these places, they love Submechanophobia creatures. Here we have a huge Mosasaurus, in a pose like it just jumped out of the water to attack. The figure is massive and honestly really well sculpted. In the video, you can't fully feel how scary it is, but the photos speak for themselves. So tell me, terrifying or not that bad? Shark Attack Adventure Golf in Myrtle Beach. They say this attraction closed down because someone got eaten by a shark. Don't believe me? Come with me to Myrtle Beach. There used to be a mini golf course called Shark Attack Adventure Golf, but the terrifying part wasn't the name. It wasn't even the awful TripAdvisor reviews, or the fact that you had to play mini golf indoors in over 100-degree heat. No, that was the easy part. The real horror was hidden in one of the holes, right beneath the water. Just when you thought you were enjoying a relaxing afternoon, you'd spot a little shack and meet our dear friend Bob. That's not really his name, but I liked it, so we're going with Bob. Bob would happily talk about his love for animatronics, especially his best friend Bruce. But suddenly, boom! Another shark bursts out of the water, clearly jealous and desperate to prove he was the true king of submechanophobia. The way this shark launches at you is honestly nightmare fuel. But luckily, Bob's a certified shark whisperer, and with a single look, he could send that underwater imposter swimming back into the depths. Sadly, Bob and his toothy friend couldn't survive the online reviews. The mini-golf was shut down and eventually demolished, taking Bob and Sharky with it. No more shark charming, no more haunted putt-putt. And with that sad story, we've reached the end of the list. Don't forget to leave your suggestions. Your idea could be our next video.